So a lot of people have heard about the trade unions: electrician, HVAC, plumbing, elevator technicians. Everyone has heard about these unions, but the ones I'm going to list today are not common, and a lot of people probably don't know what these unions are. So what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Trade Visions, and this is a channel about my trade career, motivational, finance, and my point of view in life. But today we're going to talk about the 5 trades that a lot of people don't know about, and they have a union. And these are good places where you can start your career. So let's start it off first. First one, sheet metal. Sheet metal is what I do. Sheet metal is a branch of HVAC, but it's the ventilation part of HVAC. So if you know, HVAC R is abbreviated for heating, which is the H, which is furnaces, boilers, things of that nature. V, ventilation, which is the ductwork that controls the airflow for a supply of heat and cool airflow. It controls it. It lets it lets the air that needs to be pushed out and brings in the air that needs to be pulled in. That's the ductwork. Then we have AC, the actual unit that's pushing the air out. That's usually HVAC service people are doing that. So the only and we have refrigeration, which we don't do anything with refrigerants at all. We don't even get the EPA certification. But sheet metal, we deal with the V abbreviation part of HVAC, meaning that we're building ductwork. And also we do architectural, which is putting metal roofs. Say there's a building that uses metal roofs, then we will be the ones to install those roofs to the building. But those are the 2 main things we're doing. Now there is a lot of specialty work in sheet metal, but that's only probably 5%. That's what I'm doing right now, which is semiconductor plant, and we're installing the ductwork to the semiconductor machines. But rarely, if you're in the sheet metal union, you're rarely going to be doing things like that, especially as an apprentice. So I kind of lucked out. But yeah, so we do fabrication, do architectural, welding is also in there, industrial work, tab, which is test and balance. We test the ductwork and make sure that the air is flowing correctly and that the air is flowing correctly, and whatever machines or whatever needs to be pushed out, just basically that the ductwork is working how it's supposed to be. This is a good union. Okay, the pay is good. Where I work at, my area, the journeyman make 54 an hour. Where you work at, it may differ, but it's still a union, still good pay. And you can always switch in the future. So I'm not going to really get too much in detail about each trade, but sheet metal is one. A lot of people don't know what sheet metal is. I kind of gave a brief description of it, and then I'm probably going to make a video explaining more about sheet metal. Number 2, iron workers. I barely heard anyone talk about iron workers. To be honest, I didn't even know what they were before I started working this job. Iron workers, these are the guys that be on the steel beams, rebarring, steel. They weld, they install stairs, railings, the metal frames of buildings. You know, when the building is being built and all those metal frames, the metal framing is out. That's what iron workers do. They build those big bridges that you cross on the regular, those iron bridges, those bridges that's made out of metal. That's what the iron, well, it's made out of iron. That's what the iron workers do. They work with building bridges like that you cross almost every day. And you probably didn't know that iron workers made this. You probably just thought they were called construction workers. These are once you look at a bridge and you're in the trades or you hear of iron workers, then you will know what I'm talking about. They are the ones that's really on heights. They're walking on beams. They're the ones they're up there. They're really up there in the sky, and they're making those skyscrapers. Whatever it is, man. Them iron workers. Shout out to the iron workers. That's another good trade you can go into. Now, if you're scared of heights, I don't know if iron workers would be good for you, but a lot of people get into trades and scared of heights. But being an iron worker, you're definitely gonna be in the heights. You're definitely gonna be in heights. So just keep that in mind. Number 3, insulators. Now, insulators get a lot of bad rep for some reason on social media or whatever. I haven't really met any insulators, but I've seen their work done where I work at, I see insulation on ductwork that's been installed a while back. So insulators is probably one of the trades that's least talked about, and mainly because a lot of people, basically say like they down them because after. So basically, what an insulator does is after we put up the ductwork, or after you put up the piping, or after whatever it is you put up, the insulators come and they put insulation on all the ductwork and things like that to make sure that it's good, nothing is leaking out, make sure that everything stays in place. So basically, they're just putting like a covering around the ductwork and things of that nature. It's still a trade. A lot of people try to make it seem like it's nothing, but you got to be skilled to be insulator. Like you can't just pick up insulation and you don't know what you're doing, man. Most of these trades you have to be skilled to do, and they pay good. Insulator pay good as well. All these unions that I'm talking about, they pay good. Once you reach journeyman level, they pay good. Now, this is goes by area. Every area the pay isn't the same. But going from where I live at, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia area, the pay is good. So if you live in a city or somewhere where it's pro union, join one of these unions, man. If you're not scared of heights for the ironwork one, they get paid good too. So figure out what you want to do in the trades between these unions and pick one, because I'm being honest with you. The HVAC, the electrician, the plumbing unions, everyone is trying to get in those. Everyone is trying to get in those. So it's going to be a lot of competition. So you don't really want to go with a competition now unless you really, really know that's what you want to do. Like, for sure, I want to do this. And even if that's what you want to do, got to take chances with other opportunities. Don't just sit and wait for the opportunity to come, because it may never come. Number 4, fire sprinkler fitters. These are the guys. So you ever been in the building and say, oh, well, have you ever watched a movie? Let's just say you watched a movie, right? And there's a fire in the building, and you see something spitting water out, or like pouring, well, it's like sprinkling water out. Let me say that, sprinkling water out to put the fire out. That's what a fire sprinkler fitter is. They're the ones who install the lines. So if there's a fire, the sprinklers come on and try to put the fire out. It's good. Almost every building needs fire sprinklers, bro. Every building needs this. Especially if you're cooking, if it's a restaurant, anything that may catch on fire, fire sprinklers. Fire sprinklers. A lot of people don't talk about them. A lot of people, when they're thinking about the pipe trades, they only think about pipe fitter. They only think about plumbing. Fire sprinklers, the same thing, bro. Pipe trade. But it's one of the most uncommon. It's its own career path, though. It's its own thing. So, and it works directly with fire protection. But that's number 4. I'm not trying to make this video too long. Let's keep it going. Number 5. Number 5, some people may know, but me personally, I knew of this trade, but I didn't know that they had a union. But hey, some people may know. If you do some research, you may find out that this trade has a union. And this is the carpentry trade. And a lot of people think carpentry is just building houses, bro. A lot of people think that's all carpentry is, and that's not true. That's not true. We have carpenters in the semiconductor plant. They ain't building houses inside a semiconductor plant, bro. They ain't doing that. They taking the heavy machinery that we're installing, they're moving it around. They're cutting the wood that comes, that because these machines are heavy. You got to realize that. The carpenters get it first. They cut down the wood, break it down, and they take it upstairs so we can install the ductwork to. Also, they'll install like scaffold buildings. They'll do scaffolds. Some iron workers may do scaffolds, but I think the carpenters do scaffolds. So if you need to work on a scaffold, we'll ask them to come. And if you don't know what a scaffold is, you may not know, but just do some research. Eventually, when you get in construction, you're going to know what a scaffold is. But yeah, they do concrete forms. They do more than just framing. And a lot of people think carpentry is just residential work. No, they do commercial construction work. So I ain't gonna get too much into the video. I ain't gonna get too much into each trade, but I just want y'all to know that there are other trades, and the ones that I listed, I gave a brief description of how, like, basically from what I seen. I don't know too much information on each trade. That's where you come in and do the personal research on your own. But this is just letting you know that there's other things out there. But yeah, man. So really, this video was just to show you that there's more to the trades, man. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you're still here, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I have more videos coming. That's it, man. I'm out. Peace.